it's a race to the gaming industry, obviously. So, anyway, let's get to it. Either way. So, um, as I told people, I was trying to, that's to try to get serious. That's or attempt to, as I told people in my videos, including the amounts included as well. It's not the issue of me getting off Instagram, and they pushed it up on Series S. Anybody that has Series S, took my head when y'all got it in 2020, but either way, the Series S on Instacart on the game side is almost $400, Bob. Everybody that's trying to buy it, I can't save up for it myself. So now I saw on eBay, and then I saw the price. They were 200 for some of them, and one of them was $200, $280. But that was coming from Houston, Texas. And that was coming from USPS. And 200 or less for the other vendors based off the locations. But the Series S on GameStop on Instacart is almost $400 now. And I'm saying in my head, this is like the worst console generation we had on the night generation we ever seen, especially on Sony, because Sony still, I told you about Sony still screwed either way. And it's not looking good from a revenue standpoint and not looking good for a revenue standpoint, roadmap standpoint, because Sony has nothing still. Microsoft has all the content. No bad news for Sony. Well, no bad news for Microsoft, other than I'm sure the Sony fanboys are going to bring up the console sales. The console sales are down 40% on PS5, which is correct, and 70% on Microsoft. I said, you already know why to that, right? Cause like I said, my previous video last week, it's due to a random console shortage. A lot of people have been buying them, like I said, and I told you, Monte too, told you Monte too, and Joe too. But everybody thought the consoles from Microsoft was going to be taken out all storage. Y'all were dead wrong on that, bro. Dead wrong. A lot of people have been buying them. Like I said, if that wasn't salt into the wound, their PS6 might not come out until 2030 or 2031 now. Just based off the rumor episode. Take this with a huge grain of salt if this is true. So PS6 might not come out until 2031 now, guys. Because Sony's lack of a roadmap, lack of content, lack of software. Not the hardware, anything. It's lack of software, internet browser. They're doing all this shit, bro. All the layoffs they had in the past 2.5, almost 3 years now. After this year's up. Either way. And it's kind of sad for Sony because Sony is about to pull a second soon. Not yet, but it's getting to that point now. Slowly, it's taking time. But if anybody gets serious, I have to tip my head to them because, like I said, you know, it's kind of been said the way Sony's been going because now they have two big gaming pops on their end. Concord now Marathon. And even with Marathon coming out, like I said, Sony is in deep shade away. And that game's dead on right. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Because everything's going up to a ROM, and I told you, the console's going to go to a RAM and console shortage. And Sony's going to go up again. And only why Sony's went up again, as I told you about too. Only why the pre-owned ones have gone up because the pre-owned, they're always selling at a loss right now. Like I said. As of yet. But, like I said too, due to the console, PS5 are going to page on Jet 17 Super Chat. So what's up? What's up? Either way, like I told these fanboys, man, I'm tired of them, man. Tired of them, especially these casuals. Because you know what's giving Sony the smoke, well-deserved smoke, because knowing that console sales are down on Sony's end, bro. It's not looking good on their end, bro. And they don't have no software, no roadmap, a roadmap. They're on all these cross-gen games on Sony's end, all these remasters, and more than remakes, and a little bit of both, to be honest. And just say, yeah, you are cut. Yeah, you are cooked. Oh, commenting what I'm saying about Sony, yeah. Well, at least you're agreeing with what I'm saying, Jadari, indeed. But yeah, like I said, Sony is cooked, bro. The Sony has nothing. Either way, Microsoft has all the content, like I said, and even with Microsoft's consoles being down, by saying, said, you already know the real reason why they're down, right? Like I said, it's a RAM shortage, console shortage, RAM shortage. You know that Micron left the RAM shortage well, left the RAM industry as of, I think they said last month when they said they left. So Shirt 103 the Super Chat House represent Prime up also. Okay. Shirt 103, okay. One of my choices, okay. But like I said, man, Sony has nothing. And then two of the biggest gaming flops, Marathon and Conquer, the biggest gaming flops in gaming history. Especially when they did the Marathon, then I give the copyright work to that lady. And then Jay Vernon stepped down in May for fair game, so Elden Ring 2 might be in shambles. Well, not in shambles for a gameplay, but it might be up in the air because they don't. Jay Vernon stepped down 7 months ago, almost 8 months ago. Sure, won't your prime. Oh, I just did the good one. Right, right. Because Sony has nothing, bro. Anyways, like I was saying. Sure, the super chat. What's up? What's up? But either way, like I said, Sony has nothing, bro. Like I told y'all before. Tired of these fanboys, man. Tired of them, man. Tired of them, man. Because nobody's giving Sony the truth. It seems like Nintendo gets a pass every time. Like I said, Nintendo gets a pass every time. Hey, Mitchell, super chat. What's up? What's up, Mitchell? And then commercial. What's up? What's up? Whatever your name is with the N on it. What's up? What's up? Hey, Mitchell, super chat. What's up? What's up? Either way, Sony has nothing. They don't have Call of Duty. They don't own Warner Brothers. Konami went multi-platform as of last month. They lost their Square Enix exclusivity as of like over 6 months ago officially. And then once their Square Enix exclusivity is gone, Konami exclusivity is gone. Now they don't even own Warner Brothers. Microsoft owns that permanently now, which is good because they might just say Warner Brothers either way. Because Paramount's salty as shit about that. But either way, and like I said, man, you need to get. And I told anybody, including casual. Oh, bring up another topic too. I'm gonna talk about this too in this video too. But anybody that plays COD, counting the new cards 6 and 7, I'm already Prestige Master on Cloud, be a Cloud, and gotta get the Prestige on the Sony version. Either I stay to get that start on because the games gonna be very too big. All the games are Black Ops 6 and 3 to get, but both of the games are on sale too. But they charge hefty prices for them. Charge $35 for Black Ops 6, that's half off. They charge almost $50 for Black Ops 6. That price needs to be lower before I buy that. Cause I will have the short face to install. I'll be getting that start on hard drive next week, as I told y'all. I'll be getting that next week. But either way, anyways, everybody that plays COD right now, counting the casuals included, take this with a grain of salt. But you have to believe me on this. Anybody that's casual, pretty much. Anybody that plays the casual modes on all the cards, counting the Warzone ones. Based on Zach, this name is Zach Vago, who's immortal. He made 4 bills talking about the gaming industry and why they're removing all casual. Take this with a grain of salt, because this is true. Because he made 4 bills on this. COD is removing all casual modes on all the cards as of this week. So after Friday, I keep saying many things to people. It be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. Either way, like I said, man. After this week, no more casual modes for Call of Duty. Based on what Zach, aka Who's Immortal, said, he has 3 times more Immortal, Who's Immortal, and et cetera, et cetera. But either way, he said no more casual modes. So after this week, no more casual modes. It's gonna be all hardcore modes on these players that casual are not good at COD no more. And their Call of Duty days are long gone, bud. Long gone, bud. Either way, so we can go on Activision and as far as Sony is concerned because they ruin all casual modes as of this Friday. So no more casual is all hardcore or casual not good and their Call of Duties are long gone and dead and above. They'll quit COD if that's the case. That Battlefield 6 won Game of the Year for best FPS, which was shocking. I'm surprised Battlefield 6 won FPS for Game of the Year for best. Sure shouldn't have been Black Ops 6 to be honest, but that's just me. Either way, Microsoft won most of the Game of the Year awards and Nintendo took the rest of them. Sony did win 00019. Like I said, and if you had the ones from 2020 for Spider-Man, 0 26 combined, all getting 26, no getting it was one on there. But either way, like I said, man, it's just so sad for Sony, man. I mean, a lot of fanboys gonna keep defending the console sale like they always do. Hold up, be right back. Give me a second. Be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Just had to get my own cold water. Either way, like I said, guys, Sony has nothing, bro. And then Sony gonna keep defending these consoles, and then they're just gonna keep defending these consoles like it's nothing. Because that was the case. Where's the exclusives at? And then I said, what BG Fiasco said in all my bills when I said in all my bills last year, where's the money, Joe? Where's the money, Dylan? Where's the money? Where's the money? Especially on Sony, where's the money? Because they spent almost 3.6 on Bungie, and they still didn't give the copyright work to that radio station. They've been waiting all year to get that, all year long, bub. Where's the money on Sony? Where's the money? Or what BG Fiasco said, somebody said, oh well, where's the money? Where's the money, Dylan? Where's the money? Something's not adding up here for the gaming industry here. Like I said, you'll keep defending these consoles like it's nothing. And that's your problem, man. Y'all realize the Sony you know is not the same no more. Sony you know is definitely dead after this generation. The lack of a roadmap, no money, all these gaming flops, and gaming live service games failing. 14 got canceled. Well, all but Gran Turismo 8 and 9, like I said, so I was wrong about those two. For now, and God of War 6 didn't get canceled, luckily. Either way, Sony has nothing. From a roadmap standpoint, Microsoft has all this content to put. Their backlog is a backlog. Even when they buy all these games or other games they want to add to it, their backlog is a backlog either way. So, and they only own Square Enix. They only own Warner Bros. As well as they don't own Warner Bros. Microsoft owns that permanently now. That's behind the paywall now because all Warner Bros. games are free now. Like I said, man, Sony has nothing. Now that Microsoft took the cloud, the beta word out the cloud game, they might have the whole slate the cloud game. Like I said, potentially. Take this with a huge grain of salt if that happens, because they might have the whole slate. And if they do, I'm gonna laugh at these Sony families because they make me sound tired of them, man. I'm tired of them, man. This is so sad, man. The way Sony's going down the drain like this, wasting all this money on money-headed third party, and then they bet up they money-headed Borderlands 4, which I knew they was gonna do that dumb shit. Either way, no, that's one of my favorite ball hunter games of all time. Because 2K, or not basketball, wrestling, but either way. Actually, that's number one. My number one favorite turns of the FPS that's ahead of my other favorite game behind golf and basketball, and my rest of my second favorite games for 2K. But number one is always Borderlands, always have, always will. But I knew it was going to money have Borderlands 4, and I damn sure, I guarantee when Shenmue 4 comes out, 5 and 6, they're going to attempt the money had it. And they can't do that. Sony don't have the money has. I told them on before. We're in a different time, bro. Most of the eras have already begun. Counting the AI eras begun. If you know about AI art that used for that app one Pixel which kind of the app I used to say those AI podcasts and everything else related to AI no AI art. But either way, Sony has nothing, bro. Microsoft's won this generation. For the 10th generation, they will because they have all the content. And guarantee once them new Call of Duty reboots come out, and the new Call of Duty takes over for that studio for now. One of our owners for COD just died today. He represented the sound generation. That person that used to work with COD, he died today. Found that out, he died today. On Capricorn, so he died today due to health issues. Forgot his name. I think it was something Mandela. But either way, if guys heard of it, I know his name was Mr. Mandela. That's why I know his last name. He just died today. So, because Sony has nothing, lack of first parties, lack of revenue, lack of a roadmap, lack of any true first parties, and now they don't own Square Enix, they don't own Warner Brothers, they don't own Konami now, they may even own Evo now, so when that contract is up for Evo, Microsoft might buy that out too. As I told them, this was bound to happen. Microsoft, so apparently Microsoft was right all along, and Jim Ryan was absolutely wrong, and Phil Spencer was absolutely right, because he won an award last week for CEO of the Year, or whatever that award was. I think it was Publisher of the Year, but either way. He won an award. Jim wished to win that award, but he's not there. He's retired now. Would have been fired if he was still in office. But either way, Sony has nothing, bro. Sony's about to pull a Sega soon. And with every console going up, but always I can see Microsoft going back down because they're going to be moving to Vietnam soon. And this is based off what they said they're moving to Vietnam. They're not going to be in the current location after this year. Next year, they're going to be in Vietnam. And I think that's when the console prices might go down. Finally. But Sony's continue to go up because they're still in Japan. That's why. The console is going to continue to go up because they're still in Japan. They haven't moved out of Japan as long as Sony's been relevant in the industry here. So I don't know what they're going to do as far as moving out. At least I can say Microsoft's going non-traditional and Sony's staying traditional. That's Sony's primary from a financial story because Sony has nothing, bro. Like I told y'all before, these fanboys, man, I'm tired of them, man. Tired of these niggas, man. Can't stand these fanboys, especially these casual. Now that they removed all the casual modes from COD, now they had to play hardcore mode on all the cards, kind of new and the old cards. Well, they're not good in Call of Duty anymore. That's just how we see it. You can't play everything in casual. You be sweating every game, especially when you're playing a more dominant player, like I said before. They're going to be playing more dominant players, but much y'all want to say they're doing all types of things, doing everything wrong, or special scrimmage, and they're not they're playing the winner. You can't just say y'all playing for fun, y'all casual, and not taking that Call of Duty game serious, especially the new ones and the old ones and the reboots included. What's the point of playing a card game if you're going to just buy all these goddamn add-ons and not even use the operators for what it's worth? Like I said, this also was a swap area if you know about them add-ons. I'm sure a lot of people bought all them add-ons and wasted money, hundreds if not $1,000 on goddamn add-ons. But anyway, like I said, man, and I told these fans, y'all need to just ring the red alarm, Sony. The writings on the wall, y'all console's third party. I told you, Amon and Joe, ring the red alarm, bro. Yeah, I told you and Joe, ring the red alarm right now. But y'all want to bring all these goddamn consoles if they don't got the freaking software, man. Indeed. Like I said, man, Sony has nothing. If it wasn't for them having no second and third party, and money-headed third parties, and non-money-headed second, and no freaking easy platinum games, and all the free-to-play games, Sony really had nothing. They were severely third party. You know, they were already third party as of August. And I saw Dirk Quigley's podcast for that too a while ago when that video was talking about Sony going through multi-platform. So when I saw that, it says a lot. But either way, Sony has nothing, bro. Microsoft, I guarantee when the 10th generation starts, Microsoft's going to really take off in a good way, while Sony's not going to do good at all. They're going to fall back on a cliff. They're stuck in the den. And that's why Sony's den is haunting them now, because lack of revenue, lack of a roadmap, no software, all this damn hardware, no software, no first parties. And then a lot of service games got canceled. All the layoffs they had going back from last year and the year before. You know, Sony hasn't had no layoffs since, I think, May or June. Microsoft hasn't had no layoffs since April or May. But either way, that was then. But either way, Sony's den is haunting them now to the point they're having diminishing returns on their consoles because it's selling all this hardware. And like I said in one of my videos on last week, that 44.3 of those out of the 84 were digital content, the other 44 were disc ones. Disc ones are dead. The disc ones are still alive. They survive and thrive. The disc ones are dead, bro. So I told Joseph and Diamante before. Ring the red alarm, bus. Sony is not doing good, but you want to keep kissing Sony's ass right now. The console sale. The console sale. The sale. Oh my God, have mercy on my soul. And then all these units, and for what they got, literally no games, no first parties, no roadmap. And I'm sure when that Marvel Spider-Man 3 game, they're going to split it into 3 discs, like they said they were going to do. How they going to do that? In Final Fantasy did that first. 7 did that first. So Marvel's going to pull a Final Fantasy. You know they're going to copy Square Enix now. They're dumbasses for that. I'm sorry. Marvel is not mature when it comes to copying the 3-disc era. No, all the Spider-Man were not known for 3. They were just known for 1. And now that Church is going to be known for 3 discs. You got to be shitting me, bro. Come on now. That don't make no looking sense what I was doing with that trilogy for that last Spider-Man game. I don't know what they're doing on that. Those 3 discs. And all 3, I'm sure all 3 of them discs going to be $70 each times 3. That's $210. And also right there, discs going to be 70 gigabytes a piece for that disc. That's 70 times 3. 3 times 70 gigabytes. That's 210 gigabytes for that whole game. That's going to take too long to install. It's going to take almost a whole day, if not 2 days. Either way, and like I said, man, Sony needs well-deserved smoke right now. Despite, so I've been roasting all these fanboys in the game industry and roasting all these wrong fanboys in the sports industry and people that I roast count here in the game industry. I mean, in the fighting game industry is what I meant to say. Either way, most of the errors have begun. The pre-owned don't get stuff used in pre-owned rehearsal. What else is new with that though? And the AI in which kind is already here now. The writing's on the wall. As I told them, y'all got nothing. And if you take the third party away and the second part away from Sony and the free-to-plays, Sony is severely third party. Literally severely third party. The amount will not admit that. But I'm sure you saw in your settings, you went to your settings for your hard drive or whatever, that it says third party. Told you, the writing's on the wall. Because Sony has nothing, and then y'all keep defending Sony no matter what they do wrong. And then y'all keep defending, keep bashing Tim no matter what they do wrong. You know, they've done some wrong. I can't say complete wrong. They've done some wrong. But Tim gets a pass every time. But either way, anyways, like I was saying, Sony deserves well-deserved smoke, bro. They really do. Much you want to keep, you and Joe keep bashing Microsoft all y'all want here. But they have all the content. Sony has nothing. All they have is easy platinum games. Kind of shovelware one. I haven't got no shovelware one as far as the platinums for sure. All the studios I got for those platinums, for those games I platinum out with all either UFO Interactive Games, East Asia Soft, and all the other studios, because EA Soft, Riot Games, all the studios I always got the platinums and those were all still indie studios as mobile. As mobile. But either way, just wanted to make this video. I just want to go on that rant, obviously, because Sony needs to bring the right on and give them the smoke. And I told them on that joke, y'all need to give them smoke. Y'all don't have no software. Y'all better even have the hardware. Y'all PS6 is going to be waiting until 2031, maybe even 2032 if they don't have nothing by that 10th generation. They're going to have a handheld. And like me and K. David said, hashtag no PlayStation 6. We're going to run it up on these morons because we'll keep the blue on contact this whole generation because Sony has nothing. As me and King David said, I sent my Uncle John that video a while ago. I'm sure he already followed King David. I'm sure he already followed on Third Grade out because they both were very funny. By the way, we will hold the line for. We will hold the line. As I heard King David say, obviously, because Sony has nothing. If it them to keep from Microsoft to keep, Sony keep defending these console sales like it's done, they are running out of ammunition, bro. Especially when it comes to the software, the exclusive. Don't even have the exclusive games going everywhere now. Count Tekken 9, that's gonna be cross-gen now to come to my PS4. Thank God. Either way, so I see the end of my mom's stuff in that game. But either way, anyways, next time for next time. But either way, y'all need to give Sony the smoke, man. Just want to get this video up because it's a long rant. Give Sony the smoke. Anyone that's a fanboy right now, even if they're not defined it or call themselves neutral, as my cousin calls himself, y'all need to give Sony the smoke. Ring the red alarm, bud. Ring the red alarm. Y'all need to give Sony the smoke. They've done terrible. And they're truly anti-consumer with their charter for their physical games as of now. And not all the digital, but Sony are ridiculous from the price standpoint, man. Indeed. Okay, guys, I end the video right there. Just want to go on this rant, obviously. But Sony deserves a lot of smoke. Microsoft's won this generation. By the time the 10th generation starts, that 10th generation is going to dominate Sony. I guarantee it. Like me and King, that's a hashtag no PlayStation 2. We're going to run up on these morons. We're going to keep the bull on content this whole generation. Because Sony deserves well-deserved smoke for what they've done. Now their den is backfiring in their face right now. Okay, guys, I end the video right there. Give my social medias. Unique Hutch. KBH Podcast, a bill, make it on, obviously. That's versus Sony Forever. I'm probably going to get back to making some bills on that, too. And that's what I got all those 3-minute shorts and 1 minute. So I got to get back to making those, too. And, yeah, find me on Unique Hutch. That's what KBH Podcast, that's versus Sony Forever. News Hutch 1. Follow me on Spotify, Hello 11. Those are my Spotify's. Face Hutch 12. Retro Hutch, Aspect Registered as Madness, All Digital Purchase, PS6, All Digital Matrix. News Hutch 1 and Retro Hutch. All by my Spotify. Give you my Instagrams real quick. WWE Legend 2, Chun-Li Minlin, Hutch Ganami, and comment on my merch man Instagram on Instagram. I have 4 Instagrams. I approached my following on my other one. I'm slowly approaching my following on my other one to my last one. So either way, follow me, keep the followers coming. Give me my PSNs, X Glory 2, Furry Kingdom. Chumley, he should better her PJ that gamer tag soon. Muscat Ishi 4, I got her PJ. Those are my other PSN. That's my console was PSN. And the other one of my retro cousins, 64. To give you all my 5 PM, that's for Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Chumley, Hishi, Muscat Ishi 4, 64. But 2 of those 5 PS I had to change the gamer tag soon. And my Xbox on Cloud, F5 4859, Retro 54. The way this is going, getting the second console is going to be tough. If anybody's trying to get a second console myself right now, second console like myself, it's going to be tough, bro, because a lot of people are reading the RAM industry right now. It's not going to go on there from that end. But either way, okay, guys, in the bed right there. But also, again, make sure you get my Twitches too. Cyber Online, Gamer Hutch 6, and Furry King, but like the DL and Furry King. You'll notice me out, so you see all the pictures I got on this account. So then, give my Facebook for my whole spelled name backwards. You'll see the Heaven and Hell picture on it as well. That's saved from Pixel DI. I think that's the name of the app I got from Google Chrome. They had to start the app on my tablet too, so I can see those pictures on Amazon photos. Google for continue to say those picks. Those picks look really unique to me. Thought they aren't either way. And give you my Google Play. That's Steph56. You know where to find me on my Gmail. I gave you all my Gmails and my bills last week and the weekend too, and I gave you all my outlooks last week too. You can find me on Yahoo if you want to do that too. So I gotta reactivate that too as well. But either way, or not reactivate, sign myself in on that app. Either way. Okay, guys, I end the video right there. This was a long round. I just want to get this video out, obviously, because Sony is in a world of trouble right now. They're in a pickle beyond a pickle from a industry standpoint. The game industry is changing. I just want to get this video out. But stay tuned for the next video coming in a few seconds. Yeah, this stay tuned. It's coming in a few seconds. Just watch one of my podcast right now. But once get doing, I'm doing. Still gaming right now, but once I get back to doing what I'm doing now, make another video. Stay tuned for the next coming in a few seconds or a few minutes, depending on when I'm doing after. So stay tuned for the next video. Yeah. This is. Just wanted to go on that, right?